Time for a cat video. Oh, look at my floofs. Oh, they're so cute. Welcome back, gamers and illustrators. I am your host, Bettimus. I'm making a digital illustration piece based on my cats. And I'm crossing them over with Animal Crossing. I'm going to be turning them into some NPCs for the game. And of course, I'm gonna make a little persona just for myself. So this is the beginning of a series I want to make, where I take my cats and design them as characters for other mediums, whether it be games, cartoons, shows, whatever the heck I feel like it. And maybe if you guys got suggestions, I'll probably even take those into account too. This is kind of my way of making up for a video I promised a long time ago when I hit, what was it, 1,000 follows I think, or was it 500? I don't know, I can't remember, but I promised I was gonna make like a Fancy versus Voltron video, but it fell sort of through the wayside, and the longer I thought about it, the less I wanted to make it about, cats, my cats competing for affection, love and affection. And I just kind of want to show them off, like just how fantastic and wonderful they are in their own way. So instead of getting just one video, you guys will be getting a bunch of videos with snippets of my cattos, of course. Look at them, they're so cute. I love my cattos. This may be my first digital art recording, but I've been drawing digitally, well, dedicatedly digital, for a little over a year now. I thank the Pokemon Megamix over on Almighty Arceus' channel for pulling me out of my comfort zone when they gave me a shot at being the background artist for the Megamixes. I've been working on the backgrounds for the Megamixes since the Halloween Megamix of 2019. I'll leave a link in the description to my favorite one I've worked on so far. And I'm now to the point where I'm comfortable-ish enough to start recording my drawing process. It still takes a while, so what you see on the screen is fast forward by 16th of times, I think. I had to I say obviously because it's one of my favorite features, for lack of a better word. It's one of my favorite features of Fancy. Her coat around her neck is super fluffy, that it kind of creates this like lion mane effect. So one of my goals is to sort of try to just keep that fluff, that mane, in any illustration or drawing I do of her. I think it worked out real nice for this one. I contemplated turning it orange, but I just stuck with white because it's her fur. I'm not gonna try to hide it by turning it in orange and making it look like part of the coat. She's just a super fluff. Yeah, I want to say Fancy's probably took about 6 hours in total to do. I did pick out the color palettes ahead of time. I just kind of took the main colors and kind of put them into a color generator until I got a color scheme that I thought fit fancy. You'll notice some of the line work that I constantly redraw it. I sort of do this thing where I keep drawing the same line over and over until I feel it's right. Because sometimes it comes out a little wobbly, or at least a little too wobbly for my liking. And sometimes it's because I don't like the arch I make for the line. It's either not curvy enough or too curvy. Moving on to Voltron. She gave me a much rougher time, at least trying to come up with a design, because she has almost this dual personality type. I end up using Fancy's model as a reference for height. But when it comes to Voltron, she's very much of a mama's girl, where she's more energetic and outgoing when she's with me. But to everybody else, or when anyone else is around, she's timid, she's shy, she tries to hide, she kind of goes as small as she can. So to create a character design that at least tries to embody that feeling, it took me a while. But the one thing I knew is that I wanted her to have a skirt or a dress in the design. Color wise, I know I wanted purple. Like a hot pink also sounded like a good idea. And then mute all of that with black. So the bright colors were more of a highlight, and I think it helped create that vibe of she's got energy, but she's a little too shy, because the black sort of tones her down. And then with those bright highlights, it creates sort of this hidden energy personality, in my opinion. Whether or not anyone would agree, I have no idea, but I gave it a shot. And honestly, I'm happy with the design. Maybe more than... No, I'm not gonna play favorites. I've come to learn that one of the advantages of drawing digitally is being able to flip your work, especially when it's like line art or trying to finalize the work before coloring, at least. It's a lot more useful to flip the illustration and kind of double check your proportions, and perhaps something's shifted a little too much to the right or to the left. By the time I was in coloring phase, I sort of realized that her pose is very similar to one of the other characters on the reference sheet. But that's fine. I think Voltron gives it a different energy. I like this pose because it almost feels like she's trying to reach up, like she wants to get picked up by her mom. But with all these sharp edges, like the sharp design on the dress and the squarish edges of the heart, give her an almost hidden punk vibe. A little rascal. That's what she is. She's a little rascal, and I love her. now moving on to me. I had to relearn the anatomy for these Animal Crossing characters. Well, especially for the villager, because their proportions are visually different. I had to make sure I was getting it correct by comparing that final pose to the fancy drawing. I ended up flipping this one because I had an idea of bigger composition in mind, and it would look a lot better in flip like this. And it's not gonna lie, it's a lot easier to draw my hair like this, and this is in my good side. This is my good side. I did pull out a couple of the character creation choices. I knew I wanted the button nose because I have a pretty small nose. And that drawing I pulled out, I have that like that funny cat mouth shape, so I just stuck with it. And outfit wise, it's gonna be the purple shirt with the black leather jacket. It's one of my favorite outfits. When I wear it out, I feel a little weird just because it almost feels like I'm cosplaying myself. But hey, I'm not popular enough for anyone to know or notice, at least, so whatever, right? I feel forgotten. I got ahead of myself a little too early. I started trying to do the lighting on my cheeks or on the character's face, and then I remembered, right, let's do the colors first, all the base colors. My noses are a little more orangey. I'm doing shadows. I don't know why, but shadow wise I struggled on the face for a little bit, even though I had just done it for the other ones. Maybe it's just because it's a lot more human and I struggle with it's more human. And my brain just it keeps telling me like, well, there's a cheek right here. There should be a concave, so darker shadows here, it should be lighter there. And that's getting way too far into the anatomy of things, as opposed to these villagers that seem very, very simple, a lot more rounded. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I had to round off my hair because the hairstyles in Animal Crossing look very rounded. There aren't sharp enough edges, so that's why the hair looks a little bit more on the bubbly side. Gotta clean up some of the line art. And then glasses! I got glasses! I can't forget about my glasses. I can't see a thing without my glasses. And that just about does it, you guys. I had a lot of fun designing these characters. And I look forward to some more in the future. Let me know which one's your favorite one. It's me, isn't it? It's me. Yeah, it's me. Don't forget to leave a like. Hey, subscribe if you haven't. And with that, I'll leave y'all a reminder that you can help support me over on Patreon and get rewards like your name in the credit of the videos, downloads of some of these illustrations, and even shoutouts. So until next time, gamers, illustrators, and coffee lovers, stay cozy!